Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Here we go.
Second down and 6 now.
Panther 60, Panther 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Play action. Stroud now.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. But just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Let's go now.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Check contact, check contact. Mustang 19. Let's go.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Give left side for Pierce.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They go again with Pierce.
And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. You talk about this Jets defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. Now he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and the interception and the pick-6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say that their plan worked to perfection.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Stroud coming right back after the pick-6.
Under pressure, and down he goes.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Stroud to throw it.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Dragon 60.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
They'll run with Hall.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And they'll run it here. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
On second down, it's Stroud. That's underneath to Pierce.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Here we go, here we go.
First down, Houston.
In motion right, that's Collins. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. You talk about this Jets defense.
Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And this game for them is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, hut, let go.
Stroud now on 1st and 10.
And his throw here is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Check. Let's go.
The throwing again is Stroud. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Nothing like a little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
70 Timberwolves.
1st and 10, it's Stroud.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Jermaine Johnson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
7 Pirates. 19 tight. Ready.
A 2nd down throw now from Stroud.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
The Jets recover 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss. But with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And some space here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
In on the tackle there, Brandon Smith. The Jets hit 9-3 here on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
50. Hey, you block over here. Go to 50.
To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on fourth down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on fourth down.
And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Running for it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to keep the drive alive 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Rodgers wants to change the look.
They're going to look to throw.
This pass out wide to Hall.
Touchdown, Jets!
Breece Hall
With his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to put it old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And the Texans first down.
And Stroud now to throw. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Intercepted. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick.
And the Texans force the turnover. And they'll take over at the 10.
Their own 10-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This taken in right around the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
26.
Here's Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Rodgers now on first down.
Oh, he's going up top for Wilson.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now Stroud.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
Completes it to Hardman. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now there's...
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Stroud sets up the play action. Gets the dump off to Pierce.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud on third down now.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Throwing now is Rodgers. He's got a man complete. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. We have played 3 quarters.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Block over here. Inside. Hey, take 26. Jump out.
Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Mecole Hardman, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Zuerlein now for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Trap 60.
Stroud looking to throw.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Let's go now.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. So now, just like that, things change dramatically. It's 1st and goal.
Running left, it's Hall.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyler Conklin, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, come on.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready, go.
A shotgun snap to Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback.
And this will be a Texans 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
In lieu of the sneak on 4th and inches, they just say, give it to the big man in the backfield.
Yeah, fullback no less. Not many of those left in the NFL, but for those that have one, perfect time to use them. Perfect time to get it done.
And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10.
And my goodness, another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road.
and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
3rd and 5.
Rodgers going to throw. Left sideline, a dime, and it looks like he's got it. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch. Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears. They'll run with Hall.
And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Rodgers looking to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Texans will take over here at their own 14-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well.